Hi guys, today I'm recording this video just to talk about a dark room retreat that I had a few days ago. You will find in the description the details and the summary of the video. It was around 1 week ago and I now come back in France. It was in Mexico, Mazunte, a beautiful place that I recommend for meditation, yoga and all those things, holiday as well. Very beautiful and peaceful place, by the way. So I'm gonna talk about this experience in a few steps. The first one will be about the place where I was. Then I will talk about what is the dark room retreat in general, and then I will give you my feedbacks. How did I experience it, and what is my main feedback about this retreat. So this is the place where I had the retreat with a beautiful landscape, as you can see. Here the box where they provided the food every day, 10:30 and 5:30. And here the room, very simple, cushion for meditation, yoga mat, and here on the right the door where they will give the food. A simple bathroom, and here the door, you can see the black thing, it's a curtain, helps like for the luminosity. Then there is absolutely no light when you put it on. The dark room retreat is quite similar as a casual meditation retreat. The fact is, most of the time in a casual meditation retreat, you have an instructor, you have instructions, you have a schedule, you have a group of people who will meditate with you. Even if you talk or not, it doesn't really matter. The fact is, most of the time in a dark room retreat, you are provided only one room where it's like totally darkness. And the main difference are you have no teacher, so you have no instructions, you have no time, you have no group effect, so you don't have the motivation of the group, and obviously you are in total silence. Plus, of course, like you can't see anything, so the vision is not needed, is not useful. So it allows you to go quite deeper in the practice of meditation, to go deeper within yourself also, be aware of your sensations, be aware of your thoughts, much more than a casual meditation retreat, I will say. Now I'll talk about my own experience. So the first day of the meditation retreat, the dark room retreat, was quite fast actually. I slept a lot. The fact is your body creates a lot of melatonin to make you sleep because it believes that it's time to sleep because there is no light. So I reckon that I slept maybe 14-15 hours in a day. The rest of the day I was meditating, having some yoga, and I had some food. So the food is provided from 10:30 at 10:30 and then 5:30. So thanks to that also you can have an idea of the time, not the exact time of course, but you can know like okay, like maybe a few hours ago, 3-4 hours ago I had the food, so it might be around 2 or 3 p.m. So yeah, the first day was mainly like that. My mind was quite agitated, not about the fact that I was in obscurity, but more because I had like no way to be distracted. So I was thinking about my future, thinking about what I'll do next and some plans that I have in my mind. I tried like to calm it down and constantly and coming back to practice time by time. The second day was way easier, much more calm. My mind was much more calm. I slept, I guess, around 10 hours, I reckon. I had much more meditation time. I had some yoga as well. My mind was much more clear, as I said. My thoughts as well. My thoughts were much more useful and interesting. I could truly and quite quickly make the difference between the useless thoughts, the useless patterns of thoughts, and the interesting one. So as long as I will recons that I'm thinking uselessly, I will just come back on practice, then have a break again, but gently come back to interesting thoughts. I won't go like deep in negative thoughts or useless thoughts as I could do day one. I could face some challenges the second day, actually the first day as well. Some insects were in my room and I had no way to find them. I had no way to put them out, and I don't really like to kill insects or animals in general. I also felt that if I kill one of them, like the thing is, it will be more food for others. So anyway, like it's not my point. I won't do that. So like just work on acceptance and equanimity. Just be aware that they are here, but they are not here to be bad against you. So they won't. I could hear that it wasn't snakes or spiders or anything like that. So knowing that it was only insect, I knew like there were no problem. The problem were only from my mind, but physically they won't attack me. So I just had to fix it within my mind, and I just like work on acceptance. Okay, like they are not here to disturb me. Many people are living in mountains, for example, and facing all day long insects and stuff like that, and they still live happily. So I need to work on acceptance, and I did, and it worked well. And then day 3 was very interesting. I started to sleep less. I slept, I guess, around 7, 8, 9 hours. I had maybe 6, 7 hours of meditation and a really short yoga. But I was much more connected. I haven't felt that much connected since a while. Even I had like few 10 days meditation, silent meditation retreats, Vipassana, Buddhist one as well. I had quite deep moment of presence, but I really agree that this time the darkness taught me many things, including a very deep presence, awareness. I was very connected to whatever we call God, universe, higher self, myself. It doesn't really matter how we call it. I'm not here to make someone believe in my thoughts or in my beliefs. So let's just say that I was really connected, really present. I was feeling very aware, very conscious. I was receiving answers that I needed. I was receiving thoughts that I really needed to move forward in my life, to keep growing on my spiritual path, keep growing on my casual life with my family, with my friends, with people in general. So it was really useful. I won't go so much in details because, as I said, I don't want to take too much time. However, if you guys want to know more about those things, more details, I invite you to write me down on Instagram. Just chat me on Instagram, marceau.lmn. You guys can send me a message and then we can talk as much as you want. Have a phone call or whatever if you are interested in dark room retreat and stuff like that, to go a bit deeper in details. Now I'd like to talk about the fact that the darkroom retreat is something, or can be something, very challenging. The fact is, we spend so much attention, so much energy towards what we see, towards the result of our visions. We see a coffee machine, we think about having a coffee. We see someone we like, so we want to spend time with that person. We see beautiful, I don't know, sea, we want to swim. We see some money, and if we have some cravings for money, let's go to work and let's make more money. Anyway, like at any time our vision is stimulated, and at any time our minds create thoughts about that. The fact is, when you stop to see anything, moreover, in the dark room you don't smell anything, you don't hear anything, so you become like totally with yourself. You only can touch, but I mean, you won't like touch yourself like this like for 24 hours. You might get bored quite quickly, so you have no choice. You need to be aware. You have only two solutions: you think a lot, or or you practice mindfulness, you practice awareness, you practice meditation, yoga, connection with your body, connection with higher self, connection with God, whatever. But only two things: you think or you practice or you're aware. There is absolutely no distraction, no fun, no talks, nothing. So it brings you quite deep within yourself, as I said. um, I first truly experienced, even though I had like few retreats before, I truly firstly experienced the fact that alone and without anything, without any of my senses, sorry, I'm happy. I'm quiet. My mind is peaceful. I'm as much as happy as now, even sometimes more actually. Um, I'm just like living happily. It was blissful, really blissful. I really truly realized that it's actually not needed to see, it's actually not needed to touch, to feel. There is something much higher than that. Obviously, I still didn't reach the stage of I can say I don't need those things anymore, because I'm still on the path, of course, I'm still young. Even though like 5-6 years of meditation, only 2 years of um, um, deep meditation, I mean serious meditation with 1 or 2 hours every day plus yoga and all those things. I'm still like a really beginner. I really believe that in 40 years, if I keep going in that way, I will still be a very beginner. But anyway, I can tell at least that in 3 days darkroom retreat, I could experience the fact that senses are not needed. I mean, look around you. How many people are numb, blind? Does it mean that they are not happy? I'm not sure, not really sure. Anyway, that's one point. Another thing that I wanted to say is I've been practicing diligently for 2 years now, and I truly can say now that I deeply feel the effect of my practice on my daily life, and I can tell it seriously because of this experience of 3 days in dark room. The fact is, if you don't know how to get balanced, if you don't know how change stress, anxiety, fears, doubts to peaceful mind, confidence, strength, and all those things, you might get totally lost in dark room. I mean, I guess that most of people who have no practice of meditation, they will just drive crazy as soon as they will jump in the dark room. Even myself, the moment the guy turned off the light, like I felt that huge ball of anxiety in my stomach, but I could quickly come back to awareness. Took a deep breath, come back to myself, consciently, become more aware, and it went really good, really well. But I'm sure that if I would have done that like 2 years ago, before I started meditation, even like 1 year ago, when I didn't have those experiences, I didn't have like 2 years of practice, of diligent practice, but only one, I can tell that I'm definitely sure it wasn't enough for me to go through this retreat in a good way and take the benefits of it. Obviously, going to this retreat and just drive crazy, there is no word, no, it's totally meaningless. The point is like to get more peace out of it, and enjoying it, actually enjoying doing those things as well. And I really truly enjoyed it. I had sometimes, obviously, some like it's a bit boring. I need to be aware, I need to be honest with you and with myself, but most of the time, like especially day 2 and more day 3, like it was just blissful. I just felt like things that I've never experienced before. I just felt so much connected. I felt like so much warmth in my hands. I don't know, like I was feeling like I had a superpower or something like that. It was really something and super rational. I'm not talking about levitation. I'm not talking about I saw like crazy things. I saw lights or stuff like that. Everything that I'm talking is super rational. A meditator or a non-meditator who will see this video can accept what I'm saying, because there is absolutely only rational things. I'm not talking about anything crazy that science can't explain, even though I'm one of those believers who think that many things can't be explained by science and are truly right and happening. But what I experienced during those 3 days of meditation was only rational things, things that can be proved by scientists, things that are totally normal. Yeah. Anyway, then just to sum up, now to conclude this video, I'd say that I truly recommend any of you guys who have ever been to a silent meditation retreat. I really invite you to do 3 days meditation, dark room meditation retreat. It's very deep, it's very intense, it's quite short. Day 1, you can think like, okay, tomorrow it's one day, day 2, and then the day 3 like it's the last one. So even if you feel a bit like tired day 2 or something like that, you arrive day 3 and you can feel like, remind your mind like, okay, anyway, tomorrow I'm out, so it's all good. It's like quite simple, I guess, to start. But I really invite you like to first attend one 10 days meditation retreat in silence. During those moments, if you haven't done it, like you will face yourself, you can't talk, you can't express your feelings, emotion and stuff like that. So you will face your emotions, you will face all these negativities that you have been keeping within yourself, and you will work with it and be aware of it and be able then to understand much more about emotion, about negativity and all those things. And as well, you will be able to work and to live with them, to live with negativity, to live with anger, anxiety and all those things, and be able to face them without reacting, accepting them as they are. And then when you will go to the dark room retreat, the fact is they will appear quite quickly, much faster than in daily life or in a meditation retreat. But at least you will have tools to face them and to do not react, to accept them as they are. So I invite you to do one 10 days silence retreat meditation, and then you can easily do a 3 days meditation retreat. Yep. One word just to conclude this video, and I think that is the most important thing that I will say. At the end, what I experienced, what I believe, what I feel is a 3 days, or in general a dark room meditation retreat, or a dark room meditation retreat in light with instructors and stuff like that, are just a reflect of the casual life, the daily life of everyone. The fact is, the main difference is in daily life, when we are feeling unhappy, when we are feeling anger, anxiety, stress, or anything like that, the thing is we can blame others. We can say easily, because of someone I'm feeling upset, because this person didn't talk properly, I'm feeling upset, because that person didn't act according to my intent, I'm feeling upset, or because this thing looks big, I would like to get it, but maybe it's not for me, I'm not smart enough, I didn't have a good education, my parents didn't pay the good school for that, it's because of my parents I can't reach my goals and stuff like that. All of those excuses. The fact is, when you're in dark room retreat or in meditation retreat, but especially dark room retreat, you have no way to blame others. You have no way. And you have no way to feel better than by finding the solution within yourself, which is mainly acceptance. Acceptance as the thing as they are. Acceptance as the emotions that you are facing right now. The feelings that you are facing right now. Anxiety can be here, doubts, anger, anything. But how are you gonna react to it in darkness? If you try to face them and say like, I don't want those things like just like, it's like I don't want to live with them, and those things, the anger and stress and doubt and anxiety will just like rise up and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And there is no way, you can't distract yourself, you can't use your phone, or you can't change your mind and say, okay, I'm going out with my friends and let's have some drinks, let's go to the beach, let's go to the mountains, let's smoke a joint, let's change my mind. Those ideas, they will just go away. This is not true. All this anger and anxiety, stress and all those things, yet they are just like going within yourself in your subconscious, so you are not forgetting them. That's a really fake idea. You are just like postponing your problems, and then they become later. But the subject is, when you are in darkness, you need to find back the peace. Otherwise you are just like gonna drive crazy, you're gonna go in depression or something like that. There is no clue you can live properly in the dark with anxiety and those things, and nothing will change them. They will not go away because you say like, this anxiety is because this teacher asked me to come in darkness and stuff like that. There is no clue like this. You came in darkness through your own ideas, and you came here like to work. And it's exactly the same in life. We're born in life. Some of people, they have more chance than others. Some of people, they have more money. Some of people, they born in a better family, better in a way that I will say, maybe more caring, a bit more money, it help for school and stuff like that. More I don't know, one family with more culture and stuff like that. But the only person who can change your life, and the only person who can help you to face anger, stress, anxiety, and change it if you don't want to live with them anymore, if you want to reduce it, is you. You have the key in your hands. The only question is, do you want to change within a good way? Do you want to become the player of this game, or do you want to keep like be played by others? Do you want to be played by others who like play with your emotions, make you upset? I mean, what you call, they make me upset, they make me sad and stuff like that. Or do you want to become the player and find the understanding and the good balance in between emotion, mental, spiritual and physical body? When you can consciously understand that we can find a balance like this, and it's all in my hands, then we start to be looking forward how to do that. I won't talk about that in this video because this is not the subject, but I invite you also to talk with me if you have any question about that, with pleasure. But anyway, yeah, the word was just to say that the darkroom retreat is just the reflect of the life in general. The thing is, your emotions will be like way more intense, way more fast to rise. Your mind can get very distracted very quickly in darkness because of this fact that we have no way to be distracted. But if you can succeed, if you can work with it properly, face them, live with them properly in darkness, then life becomes very, very easier. Obviously, we need to train. I came back in France, I had to face some struggles, some problems, and I felt anger rising. It's all natural, but I was aware of that, and I'm working with it, and I try every day like to make it calm down. But I'm not like going out to quiet down. I work on myself, and it's getting better, and I'm feeling good, much more happy. Day after day, I'm feeling way better. Day after day, I work on the path of meditation and more understanding and more balance with my mind, body, emotional and spirit. I'm feeling happier, so I invite you to start on the path if you haven't done it yet. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, guys. I invite you to give me some feedbacks. Please give me some feedbacks, because I've never done this kind of video before. I don't know if it's too long, too short, if you want me to give more details, less details. Anything that you can let me know, positive, negative feedback, as long as they are creative, let me know, please. More information on my Instagram as well, marceau.lmn, marceau.lmn. If you have any questions, any doubt, any information you want to know about darkroom retreat in general, where you can have it or stuff like that, give me a message and I will answer you as soon as possible. Have a great day, whoever you are, meditators, non-meditator, religious, black, white, anyone. I wish you a beautiful day and take care of you, enjoy life. Bye bye.